question to be asked. Where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter. Hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. Tell you how to see me, just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a shapeshifter. Hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise. All along, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter.
forget that my microphone, if unplugged, must be reset up on Streamlabs because it's stupid. Oopsie. Anyways, back to this. Oh, let me make sure. Okay, there we go. And it was unplugged because I cleaned my computer, even though it didn't need it. I thought it did. It did not. But it's always good to dust your computer every once in a while, especially if you live in an old house like I do. The first time I cleaned it while I was here was like a month in, and it was filthy. So, just wanted to make sure I stay on it. Anyway, we got lectured by the forum for reading banned books. Thanks, Graha Tia. Thanks. Is it weird that he's the only one that gets a last name because Tia is his last name and Graha is his first name? Just saying. And then Kryle's on such good terms, she dropped the G, which is only used if you're on really good terms with Makote, apparently. Lore shit. Anyways. Yeah, let's talk to Kryle. We were trying to figure out what does the Charlian know about the end times last time we were here. Since there's been progress in both investigations, shall we share our findings of our respective locales? That's not her voice at all. Dun, 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 dun. Please be a voice cutscene. Gonna open a drink.
Your time in Thafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I think my fan's getting picked up in my microphone. Hold on. I want to turn it down. It doesn't need to be on that high. It's just on in case it gets warm. But fine. It shall suffice. I also think my audio in my game is low because I play on different settings and I stream. So, I'll fix it after this cutscene.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thafnir.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Frodola's report, they were unable to free the Emulger. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders would be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope. And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Archosaurus by a considerable margin.
I know Yostola was a healer, but she's a black mage. And Alphino has been a healer this whole fucking time. Why? You know, whatever. Literally, right? Well, not this one. She's great for bringing Alphino back if you're doing, the NPC runs.
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive. I look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
A sage's armaments are very hard to use. Alphino, I found it quite intuitive. Alright, little shit. Being bratty. You're being
It seems we have a plan.
annoying.
All that remains is to carry it
Pretentious?
out.
Pretentious.
I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
If we're wondering what the noise is, I'm eating goldfish. Yummy, yummy goldfish. And drinking Arizona green tea. Wait. Hold the fuck up. Hold on. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, shit. Okay. So this is where we gotta go. Not the problem. I was really confused on why it was covered in that. I thought... Actually, I'm not convinced. I thought this is where we were. Am I fucking stupid? But then when we click on it... Is that? That is that island. I don't know. I'm a big map person, which is why I stopped and looked at this map. Like I love maps. I love looking at maps. And when maps don't make sense, I'm like, what? You know? And then sure, I need to get tickets. Holy shit. I gotta do that off screen. Oh god, I'm gonna choke. Oh, I inhaled my tea. I almost died. And then I was like, I have to mute it. And that was such a struggle. So, me dying on the first 5 minutes of stream is pretty good. It's good content. Anyway, we're gonna go deal with the tower here because Charlene's a dead end right now. That's fine. I'm fine with that. This kind of reminds me of Stormblood, where we're like, oh, we can't do anything in Alamigo, so let's just go to Hugane. Oh my, what the fuck is this? No, I don't. I think I'm at the level. Yeah, I think I'm at the level for that. I'm good. Look at that tower. It's interesting they gave us all the heal. Well, I guess you're still can defend people. I was thinking like, oh, Alize should go with the other group so they have someone to defend them, but they're not defenseless. Ah, our friend of Eorzea. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding scales shall be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have readied. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. I'm not giving him a voice. That's the effort. Oh. Yeah, there it is. I'm eating goldfish, but they're like the big goldfish. I don't even know why. I was like, I want to try the big goldfish. And they are different. They have more like cheese powder on them. I like them. Ugh. If this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. No warning, however empathetic, could have prepared me for that. On account which we are a little late, but fighting fit, mostly. Oh yeah, Aetheryte sickness, fucking hangovers. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be, we should still call you Vashan, I suppose? Indeed. It would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well, then. For our part, we are humbled that you would see... You should see fit to entrust us with your warding scales. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessing. Thanks. With these we can go anywhere those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break your monopoly on primals. That's true. They're all yours from now on. Have fun! Well, I'm afraid we can't let you retire yet. You're the Scion's brightest star after all. If everyone is amendable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into 2 groups. Mevlo and his band will break through the tower's defense and locate its core. That's us. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. Excuse me. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of the Zervanian myth. Whatever. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence our operation at your word, my friend. For the people of no. Why can't I pronounce this place? Vanfar. Whatever. Fuck, shit. Ah, God, I hate this. Nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Sure. Where you guys walking to? The boat's this way. Gonna swim, Alpha now? Tired of that. Alright. Honestly, to speed this up, we're just gonna take the NPCs. Estinian? Or Alizé? I do love Estinian.
Right then.
Nope. Right in the ear hole, huh? Yeah, I'd rather be Red Mage if I'm taking these guys, because, no offense. You're a sage, but no offense. I don't know, man. The fuck is that? All of these people are like in the back. I'm sorry, is Urianger giving me cards? It's weird having this many people in this dungeon. Jesus. Alright. This isn't bad. It's just, that's a little goofy. No, not a summoning. Ew. Ew! Oh! I don't like how this thing came out. Oh shit! That's neat. I don't want to waste my combo on this yet. The tower doesn't look that big on the outside, I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of ridiculous. Jeez, Alphino, keep him alive. Is he gonna keep... Oh, this is taking forever. Okay.
You cannot stop us!
This is what I was afraid of. You guys are fucking a-holes. How long do I hold this on to? I don't know. I haven't even gotten to the first boss. Oh, we're fighting them individually. Okay, I guess. I thought it'd be like a thing at the end.
This will hurt.
Well, my intention. Should I do something about this?
You underestimate me!
I don't know. Should I do something about this? Oh. Oh, I get it. Ah, I get it.
You're
See,
mine.
this is why we don't.
You cannot stop us!
This is why we don't let other people into the party. We're very stupid. By we, I mean me. We. Oh, I'm gonna have a bad time. So if you combo this correctly, where you have this button, Manification, right? You can do the combo 3 times.
You cannot stop us!
I'm gonna heal myself so I don't have to be worried about. Oh, that was my... I don't want to press that button.
Try and stop me!
We're almost done with this fight. Jesus. Nice. That was interesting. The mechanics for that aren't too difficult to get. Oh, treasure coffer. Ooh, a mask. A mask I cannot heal? Or heal you? Most likely. And by use, I mean be seen with a mask on. Yeah, there we go. The fucking shit that introduces the boys, and we still haven't fixed the ear problem. Thank you. And that's how you do it 3 times. Ooh, gotta back off on the white. Ugh, this doesn't do a lot at all. I need these to be upgraded.
You cannot stop us!
I don't know about that. Oh.
My turn.
Ugh, way too slow. Ew. Oh, we're only got one left. Damn. So angry. A Zot Deathclaw. Okay. You see a Stinian just jump in that shit, like, not a problem. Debating on which one to use. Alright, there we go. I mean, the boss fight was interesting, but I think I'm just not a fan of dungeons. I think they're just kind of like, eh. I don't know.
You're mine!
It's just a little too long for my liking. Get in there, Stinian. Good boy. Oh, that was Thinkard. Either way, get the heck in there. What the hell? Get away from that. What's this jolt do? Not nearly as much, huh? But their stone and their fire still does more. God, this takes so long. Oh god, why am I casting that?
You underestimate me!
Oh, oh, takes so long. What? I was literally right next to it. Come on. Choker. Barely know her, but okay. Sorry, that was an awful fucking joke. Like the liquor joke, liquor? I barely know her. I'll shut up now. Get in there, buddies. Thank you. Oh, you're a dragoon, I see.
You're mine! My turn.
Oh, I'm stuck in time! Fuck! Ah! Oh, is it the one that's not moving? Oh well. Alphino? Why were you?
You underestimate me!
Why was he in the tank buster? How do you stop that from happening? Owie. Oh.
You're mine!
I'm gonna heal myself. Alright. That fight's a little trickier. Yeah. That's okay. I think the upgrade for Alphino and Endwalker is definitely showing, because holy shit, did he suck in Shadowbringers. As a healer. He just wasn't very good.
There!
What happened? I ran out of white mana, and I'm not even sure why.
Prepare yourself!
Whoa! I didn't even see that guy. Estinian, no! Stand there. Not very bright, is he?
You're mine! There!
A Zot gunship. That's just Magitech, guys. We don't... I don't think we need to call it something new.
My turn.
I think I accidentally pressed the button I shouldn't have.
You're mine!
Need to do that before. And the reason we do that before... Oh, magic damage is increased by that too. Good. The reason why I do it before is so the timer can run down while I'm running. Activate it again once in battle or whatever. If it is better to AoE as a red mage or just go for the combos and single hit. Cause like as an AoE I have to hit Jolt to get the AoEs to go off. They never combo off each other.
This will
Guy came out
hurt.
of fucking nowhere. I don't know if this dungeon just seems long. Or if it's like, oh well, on a normal dungeon with people, they would just rush it. It's true, they would just like do big pulls so it'd go faster. And I'm not playing a beefy DPS. So. Not a good idea if I just go run over here and pull things. Holy hell. I almost died from just that. Nah, we ain't pulling shit. We ain't pulling shit. I almost died from just looking at them first. Oh my god.
You cannot stop us! You cannot stop us!
See, now I'm just getting these combos, so like I'm kind of wondering. Oh shit. I didn't realize I'd break the, make the cutscene go. No matter the cost, we must protect the tower. Wait, what's this way? Oh, is this the way we came? Oop. Oop. My bad. Oopsie daisy. I'm sorry, did you want to fight? I was just gonna leave. Hey you. You want me to pull the boss? Okay. I'm gonna go where these guys are going. Oh my god.
I have you!
Oh god, what's happening? I'm staying here with you guys. Oh, I'm going with the Stinian. Ugh. Ooh, I like the song. I like the remix, I guess I should say.
I have you!
Oh, I did the wrong ones.
You're mine!
This is gonna suck for a while. Ugh. I don't even know what was happening most of. Oh god.
This will hurt.
Oh god. Do I have like some sort of aggro or something? Holy heck.
All or nothing! Time to end this!
Alright, that's one. I believe we can't or don't get to deal with.
You cannot stop us!
Ugh. Anyway, I'm hoping we don't have to deal with like that ultimate move. I can go here. Perfect. That was actually easy once we killed one. Once we killed one, the rest was easy. How does it feel to fight primals, guys? Sorry, Alize. I wanted to bring a steady in. You want to go through all that stuff. I think the grimoire is for like summoner or some shit. I can't even use it. Not on this character.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I wonder what
believe we
Stola
stand
sees.
in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stola?
Yeah.
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it.
It's called being a dick.
'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Estinian, if you could, drop your badunkadunk right on that bitch by jumping real fucking high with your pole, we would really appreciate it. He's like a fucking bullet or a torpedo. God damn. Whose limb is in there though? I want to know. Whose arm?
And that should be the end of it.
Should just really be like heroes thing, and that's it.
What now?
Alright.
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
What you doing? What's the cat boy doing? Well, fuck. Did you just teleport us?
What happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But It is as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
No, not Catboy.
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
My god.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
I guess I can't be the only
And
one
the
who...
immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here.
I can't be the only one who does reckless bullshit.
They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened?
What happened to you?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Alright. Tower be gone. Let's go. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Razadhan for treatment. Alize and Yustola will oversee the administration for the tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Sounds good to me. Yay, trust and stuff. Those things I'm not doing. Had enough rest, have you? Well, you never were one for being idle, right? Rashawn bade us to come to Meghaduda at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once they've had finished tending to the prisoners. Oh wait, second thought. You and Estinian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. Okay. We left Graha at the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me, then. The guardsman at the gate should wave us through. Estinian is, like, super bristled unique that it's, like, easy for me, actually. Even if I don't do it correctly, it's like, yeah, just be a gristled old man. And that's Estinian. Where it's like Thancred, Graha, and Alphino are like a little similar. Like Alphino and Thancred aren't similar, but Graha bridges that gap, so it gets a little confusing. And then I can't do Urianger. His voice is actually deep for me, but like I just can't do his voice and speak in oldie English and read. Like it's just hard. get that deep, get that accent, to get that oldie English while reading it for the first time. That's suck it. I think that's why I find Thancred easy and Estinian easy. They don't speak in, like, very proper. They're very much, like, not. Tataru, too. Alice is a little easier than, Alphino. Just because she's a little rougher around the edges, but she still kind of has that proper mannerism. She's just more rolling the dirt-esque. Rough and tough, I guess. I don't know. I just can't remember Kryle's voice. It's not like it's difficult, I just can't remember the correct tone. Your Stoll is easy. She's actually pretty, like, low and monotone. You just gotta know when to add that little bit of not monotone. Oh, I wasn't reading that. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your way on your way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry station at the fountain. Okay, we get to go in and explore. Ew, exploring. Estinian, you wanna follow me? Though I have been to Razadhan before, well, that's not the right type of grizzled. This place is a veritable maze. Follow me! Rather than risk getting lost, we best ask for directions from a sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Yeah! Estinian! Let's go! Yeah! I love Estinian. I like having them follow me too, so this is fun. Is there a crystal too? I guess so, hold on. I love how he folds his arm, he's just like, are you done yet? No, I'm taking in the sights. Come on. Oh, Master Miflo, I presume. I understand you're here for— They're not British. They're fucking Indian. Oh well. Presume you're here for an audience of the Satrap? If you require directions to Meghadoda, I shall be glad to provide them. The Satrap resident— I can't remember Satrap or Satrap. Residence is situated in Dharma. I'm just gonna say Dharma. The highest part of Razat Han. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of the alert, however, more businesses are currently closed and the Aetheryte is disabled. As such, I'll provide you an alternate path. First, please ascend the steps next to the fountain and continue left. There will be more steps upon ascending them, and you'll emerge on the Paxa path. Proceed through the large door, and on the right, you will arrive at Ruvida Fibers. Within, you'll find another sentry who will give you further guidance. Holy shit. In other words, we head up. Nope. Sounds straightforward enough. Okay, I lied. Estinian's actually a very difficult voice to do. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to think your voice was easy. I guess we're going up here. I guess we're going up here. Yeah, I guess so. Man could have said follow the stairs. Heading to the Meghaduda. Are you? In that case, follow the hallway to my right and go through the door, whoops, at the top of the stairs. You will emerge at the entrance of the airship landing where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps either side of me, you'll find the workshops of the fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, make sure not to lose your way. I know we have to go to the right. I do kind of want to... That's actually heavy. Alright, never mind. Let's not get lost. To the right. Ah. The Zavarnian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Emmerich would be partial to the gold thread. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. Becky wants some blue? I never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry. If that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. Becky wants some blue? Emmerich? You Becky? You want some blue? Is that the only one? Damn. Wait, did I get lost? Emmerich? No, not Emmerich. Sorry, I had Emmerich on the mind because of blue. God damn it, Becky! Justinian, I'm lost. I'm lost! Fuck! Emmerich wants some blue? How do you pay attention? Never mind. You're only dumb when it comes to money and recognizing people. Be here for the airship. I'm afraid the flights have all been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect, perhaps for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at blah 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 blah. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend these steps, and then continue straight ahead across the bridge. You cannot miss it. I remember passing by here with Varsan? The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good, and I'm partial to Hamsa myself. The meat surprisingly tender and flavorful. Oh. Squawk! I think we might have upset them. It's nice that we get to look through the city. Yeah, let's grab this etherite. I haven't seen actually many, or I just missed them, which is very possible. Greetings and welcome. May I inquire after your business? We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Of course. We have been expecting you. I will show you to the audience chamber if you will please follow me. Okay. Why am I getting Shadowbringer music?
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Khan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Jesus.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Hmm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsummer did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
How do I feel about that? I don't know.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
I guess we could start taking the fight to them. And prevent the end days anyways. Fuck you,
We
Charlene.
must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Prithee, a moment. There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
It's true. We did hang out for a while.
I knew it to be so. From man and dragon alike have I learned of thine exploits. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsummer's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe.
Wait, what? I've been through too much shit. Got it.
Amidst this tangled knot, thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease.
You're trying to bum me out? Because you're doing a good job.
More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Stop. Stop. Don't do it. Ah. Stop it. Leave me alone. I'm being bullied.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Alright, well, who's gonna fucking die? God damn it. Foreshadow much? Damn. You can't kill them. They're like the future or some shit, I don't know. Children represent the future and shit. Killing children is also very frowned upon, I guess? There's something about, like, you can't just go killing kids in fucking video games and shit. That's why the kids are immune in Skyrim. So, what were you and Valtra talking about? Don't worry about it. Nothing. Well, very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Her voice is a little off today. Oh, Archon Loaf! My fucking favorite. The attendant was nice enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let's return to the mulberry orchard. I wish you guys could just follow me in a little companion quest. Oh, that's what they could have added to the game. I guess it's hard when there's so much changing. Right? But I was thinking, oh, companion quest, right? But like, let's say there's a companion quest for Minfilia in ARR, and then it's like, oops, she dead now. How you gonna go do the companion quest if you go too far, right? So I get it. Not doing that, but like, I don't know, that'd be cool. Maybe it's like a part of the never-ending story where it's like, oh, I'm thinking back to a time where blah 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 and blah blah blah, and then you just do the quest. Oh. From here, we're supposed to follow the path to the left, past the mulberries. Okay. I don't know, I just think it'd be neato. Is this it? Oops, wrong one. Shut up, nerd. Where the street turns, enter the door, straight ahead, and descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Raz-at Han. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. I really hate Alphinaud's new outfit. Makes him look weird. Allie says it's okay. It's probably one of the better ones. I don't like one of her outfits. But out of all of them, Alphanos is the worst right now. Like, out of all 6 of their outfits? Well, besides their first one. Their first one sucked. I don't know, it's just something weird about it. Makes them very... Oh. Okay, go AFK there, I guess. I don't know. I just don't like it. His arms look weird, like, I don't know. And here's the Aetheryte Plaza. So far so good. There isn't much further to go. From here we just need to cross the other side, and then pass through the larger of the 2 doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. I expect others have already collected their warding scales. Come, let us join them. Might be doing his little dude feet. He's still like a 5-year-old, dang. Oh, there is a big crucible. Oh, hi. We're last, of course, but at least we found the place. Sure did. Oh shit.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think we could just make that decision on our own, for sure.
To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I need chores, I'm bored.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
Wait. We're allies with them? I thought we were just allies
shall share the
with...
burden, then.
Doma.
Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Hold on. You want to take them back to Charlan? The one place that everyone hates us at? And call that secure? No offense. No offense. You know what? No. Offense. Offense meant. Whatever. Right? I don't know. I just don't trust these fucking assholes in Charlian to not fuck with our shit. They're assholes. That's enough reason to not trust them. They literally are like, oh, how could you come here and read our forbidden knowledge and blah and question our ways? Like, bitch, your whole society is about gathering knowledge. Why would I not question shit? That's what scientists and scholars and researchers do. Question shit. You dumb fucking troglodyte. Like, I don't understand. It just makes me so mad that they're like, how dare.
Please, I must speak with you.
Oh shit. Hi! Hi, how are ya? Why is that the face we make? Hello?
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
That's you. You the
As you
young
said,
lady.
Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
Megaduta. Okay, I know how to say that now. I'll forget.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Havnir from an awful fate.
Girl in the back. Yeah!
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true?
Whoever her voice actor is does a really good job with expressions, like, you know, emotions and the voice and shit.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Nah, shit, my leg is glowing. Why?
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there?
An emotion. A
How
fucking mood
unusual.
ring.
I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
Akasha?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows.
Okay.
Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities.
Okay.
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
Okay.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Just put that flower right back in my butt.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can.
Okay.
From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Sure. I'm not exactly against emotion, energy, and blah blah blah. It just kind of seems like this is gonna be used for one of those anime, not friendship and magic is the wrong trope, but like, oh, because we have love for our friend. It is friendship as magic. It's literally, oh, you can transcend the limits of your mortal coil because you care for your friends so much, or whatever the fuck. And I'm kind of like, it's gonna come up at the end, ain't it? Because you love your friends so much, you get to live. Isn't that wonderful? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be too excited about that one. I'm not against exploring emotional energies, but I feel like it's just gonna be that, what they call the thing? Trying to think, like, it's something that's like, it's like the chosen one, but for items. It's like, oh, that's the object you have to have, and you happen to have it all the time, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not very good at explaining things, so oopsies. Oh, crap. Oh, you are loud in my ear hole. What is it called? There's a term for it. It's used for writing and stuff, especially when you have, like, objects that are important that happen to just save the day. It's good to be back. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Bad. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labor safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Thancred suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Sleepies! Welcome back, Milo. Not as much, I changed your sheets and plumped up your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing at night. Yeah. Yep. I'm not. Archon loaf. Shitty Archon loaf. Great for vitamins, bad for your tongue. Eat it if you don't have a tongue. That is what Archon loaf is. Okay, so we use this time in Shadowbringers to talk to Ardbert. Now, we just have a flower. Hi, flower, you want to talk to me? Oh, it's all sad again. You gotta at least put it in, like, a vase, damn.
Take heart and protect them well.
Oh, it's the dragon. I'm thinking about his words. Okay. This room is so junky. We didn't even sleep! Oh! Ah! Her hood's off.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Yeah. Boyga. my god. What's happening with the eating in this fucking scene?
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well.
But he fucked off.
But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
I mean, can you blame him?
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
This is like, when she takes her hood off, it's
What?
like...
To perfect his brooding stare?
Alice, I was
Next
talking.
time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last
Why are you so mean? She's...
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
There's no stopping this conversation.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
These burgers are huge.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
Yeah.
Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow.
Oh, that.
As if reflecting the elation we all felt. The relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed. And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Bro, we're just trying to have food.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and
Nope.
from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
Take the... She's like... pointing at him with it or handing it to him, and I can't tell.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
You short!
Oh.
You're short! That pickle is still there. It's still there. I actually really enjoy this cutscene because these are like all my favorite NPCs. These are my quarters? I don't want to be rude.
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
You just noticed a pickle? Your feet don't fucking reach. Oh, it's green! Okay. Can I just say... I didn't expect the twins' feet to not reach, and that's kind of cute as fuck. I forget they're kids sometimes. My little babies. My little 8-year-old babies.
Ah!
We want fuck boy.
The bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies?
Oh.
Or...
Bro.
Well, never mind that.
Why does he sound like... Oh, he sounds a little different. I just realized... So, I'm paying attention to outfits right now. Xenos' first outfit was fucking awful. That armor, ugly as fuck. Fuck that armor, right? And then he changes to an outfit where he's got, like, the band, jacket shoulders, and I'm like, ew, but then he's got, like, the thigh highs, and I'm like, And now the thigh highs are gone, and I'm kind of like, but the rest of it looks good, and I'm just like, bro, can't we just, like, add the best parts of all the outfits? As in none of the armor, the thigh high boots, and then whatever else, right? Whatever.
I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome.
Okay.
Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
Shutting you the fuck up, mate.
No. All else is... equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
Somebody's edgy since dying. Edgy. Death makes you edgy.
But then came the light. Blinding and pure and hot. So very hot. Enough to set my soul aflame.
Stop. Please. He just called us hot. Just saying. Thanks. We know.
I basked in the afterglow.
Oh god.
The void yawned once more.
This is so fucking horny.
And then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before.
Basked in the afterglow. Bro having a cigarette in bed. Horny bitch.
Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
Bro, you killed yourself. What do you mean?
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more.
Yeah, like, okay, back to outfit, because we can see the whole thing. Yeah, I like this jacket. I don't know about this. This is okay. The collar's a little big, but that's okay. I like this front part. Like a little flap in the butt curtain. Curtain? Whatever. Add some thigh-high boots.
I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
Why does his voice sound like it changed?
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting too was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Okay. Okay. Huh. Sure. Oh my god, are we going to school? Oh shit! It's the school episode! Or some shit. Oh. There you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope. I was about to make my way to the studio as it happens. I wanted to try and speak with Scholar Monty Shagan. I don't fucking know how to say that shit. And thank him for coming to our rescue at the Rostra. I don't know. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing, only to find that we already departed for Vafnir. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the crud out of his former students. Since we're still waiting for your Stola and the others, I thought that now, oh sorry, I'm choking, would be the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too. Assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys, I'll let you rally the troops while I go on ahead and head to the phenomenon. They called it the phenomenon? Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studium for a time. That might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them we will not be long. Get him, boy. Come on. Oh, that's neat. Heading for a stroll? Going to the studio. The scholar himself. In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him. Though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium, I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Oh, Alphino, Of all people weighing over his reputation. And at our alma mater, no less. Will wonders never cease? You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. Was this guy like a nerd for even nerds? That'd be hilarious. The studio. It's the baby. Oh, hi, baby. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll stop. I think being is my doggo. You? And old. And hopefully just goes to bed. Yeah, good boy. Who's a sweet little cutie? Not you, but I still love you. Yes, I do. Now that you can hear me. Oh, goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I know. He's like, why'd you stop petting me? Which is shocking, because, you know, my dog is very old and ornery, and sometimes I could pet him for, like, ever, and sometimes I could pet him for 5 seconds. And he's like, no! Get away from me! So. Oh, what is this? Bum 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 bum. Oh my god, what was that used in? Here it is, Phenomenon. While I expect you made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? Yep. While most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums, it also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds and for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth. As the center of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of ethological phenomena, hence its name. Though the ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life, and even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the Sixth Astral Era, Phenomenon was decreed completed, and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. Be back soonish. Well, that's okay. You don't have to tell me. I will just be here forever. That's not true. I'm not here forever. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority in etherology and arcane and occult. The arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields. Standing proud as Charlian's foremost educational institute. Oh, leave my little nerd child alone. Damn. I want to ask you guys to belittle him. Not belittle, patronize. You always did enjoy giving a grand tour of the to the new students. I'm a new student. Indeed. I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited the same foolish, foppish speech. I said foolish. Such is his undying love for his own old stamping grounds. I fucked that all up. Ah well. He was in top form back then. Youngest to enter the studium, graduated with highest honors in magical arts and etherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say, but Alphino actually entered a half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors. I am certainly not the studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects, I have I ever been in his shadow? If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphino Livier began. Oh, we should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully, we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration of the student body has for Alphino, and with a bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. Wow, wait, they actually like him? Is he, like, famous here? My kids are famous? Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scholar Monchien, or whatever the fuck his name is. Other faculty tend to frequent their office, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wherever the whims takes him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. Let's go. So Alphino is, like, liked here? He's beloved? I thought they were gonna be like, look at this nerd, and push him in the fucking fountain. Or did Alice just do that? I guess these are nerds. Never mind, these guys are a bunch of fucking nerds. They're probably like, oh my god, it's the smart— oh my god! What? This man left this place! He said, I don't want this no more! No, I'm not letting this go. I gotta go find out what the fuck's happening. Alphino, you never told me people liked you. He spoke to— Alphino is one of the biggest losers in our group. I love him, don't get me wrong. One of the biggest nerds. And I guess— Oh no. You're spooking my boy. Get the fuck away from him. I guess in a world of nerds that need to get shoved in lockers, the biggest nerd to get shoved in a locker is the most famous one and beloved amongst the nerds that need to get shoved in lockers. They're all like, oh my god, he's so smart. Me. Have you ever killed a primal? Who fucking cares? Back to the smart kid. I assure you, I'll tell you all about it after my business with the Scholar has concluded. Oh, the Scholar? Tell me, my good fellow, does this have to do something to do with saving the world from catastrophe? Might we turn our attention to Master Livier's graduation thesis? I too have my doubts regarding the policy of non-intervention. Is it true that for your experiences overseas are the reason you have incurred the ire of the Forum? Oh, what? I wouldn't give you to— oh, what I wouldn't give you to give to see you butt heads with those old codgers. Oh my god! Okay, wait a minute. It's not because he's, like, super smart. It's because he's shaking up the system. He's a little rebel. Oh, who's that good little rebel pissing off old people? They're all like, yeah, we should do something. Oh my god, it's like— it's actually like college. Never mind, I'm out of here. It's because he left and, like, said we should save the world, and they're all like, college students be, yeah, a good cause. Let me go get my Starbucks coffee. It's kind of bizarre for me, honestly. I thought they were like, oh man, this guy's so smart, he's the best of the school, right? He's the best the Studium has put out. No, they're just like, that guy's a badass. He left the Studium and left Charlene to, like— oops, I just dropped all my goldfish on the floor. They're not, like, on the floor, but the box fell and I'm not picking it up. That's so weird, though. Anyway, hey, weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, what the fuck are you doing? That was Alphino Louvier, wasn't it? The Alphino Louvier? And he's with his sister and Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This could only mean one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word. Can you not do that? Oh, sorry. You said you were looking for the Scholar? Yes, knowing him, he could be anywhere. But Miss Alifo should have a better idea. This motherfucker sees these three, and they're like, oh my god, something bad and crazy's about to happen. Imagine if they knew who I was. This is literally the shit. This is the recognition that I get sometimes. Like, oh my god, you're here, something stupid's about to happen. You're fucking right. Now it's these guys getting recognized? Thank god. I'm out of here. Let me just slip through. Bye. Actually. I was gonna say. What are you gonna say? Things were bad enough during our school days, and Alphina's time abroad has only heightened his fame. Or should that be infamy? He had his rivals and detractors, of course, though most of them gave up after his adoring fans set upon them like ravenous dogs. Oh no. Alphino, on the other hand, never paid them much notice. They were simply beneath him. Oh yeah, that's right, because he was a little snot-nosed brat. Aww. Now he's come back and he's a little more humbled and had his soft spot pushed in by Ilberd. I don't like that sense. Little baby got his fucking cranium pushed in. Why do I feel like I know this name? Are you lost? Wander off the street, perhaps? Oh wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship, am I right? Oh, how silly of me. An orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a welcome. A warm welcome to the Searchers' Meet. Why do I feel like I know this last name? Is that Chloe's last name? It is Chloe's last name. They're from the same clan. Or mom? I can't remember how the naming for the night kitties work. I don't remember. I think it's clan. Might be mom's. Probably clan. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you're going to find at the studio? That's right, books. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal here in the Searchers' Meet. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Eye of a Paiser this, tongue of a gigantode that. It's enough to make your hair stands on end. Which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish. This being a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I beg your pudding? You're not a gleaner, then it's all an elaborate ruse? No, wait. Come to think of it, you never actually claimed to be one in the first place. My mistake. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived. He said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Go back the way you came in, and you'll see it's on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarming frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. In the time it's taken to tell you all of this, the Scarlark is probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you're gonna need it. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say I'm on a fetch quest to find this man. I'll end myself. No, wait. I'll end the stream. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna have an annoying time. Y'all still here being, whatevered? Yes, the Scholark was here a short while ago. Yeah. Oh, sorry. He offered advice on my current research project. Though we spoke at length, I do not recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. When we parted ways, he went down the corridor, perhaps to one of the auditoriums. Haha, that was easy. Hello, old man in a dress.
I remember you.
Good, I don't care.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment.
Well, I could hardly let that Inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled.
Yeah.
Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the Annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
Oh, the old man winked at me.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy.
Damn.
Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic.
Why? Well, I guess we don't
As
get
such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
I didn't sign up for school. I'm stupid. Y'all, do you even know if I could read? Oh god, here we are. Don't make me read this shit.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology.
Thank you, because I never took class in etherology.
The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Oh no! I was I'm already a bad student. I wasn't paying attention. What were the first two? I don't know. I'm fucking stupid. Who cares? Corporeal. That doesn't make sense. Magic?
Not entirely inaccurate, but nor is it the answer I was looking for.
Oh.
That would be corporeal ether. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar.
Should've went, because I'm stupid. I am the layman.
Consumed by even
Winky
the
face.
simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
Welcome to the
Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
Oh. We forgot about the heroes for the
7th Umbral Calamity.
Yeah.
The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Charlene prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation.
Interesting. So you're breaking the law for another law? Oh.
Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty.
I don't like that.
We must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew.
So, I don't know what the word coalesce means, because I'm stupid. And that actually might help me understand, because I'm kind of like, wait a minute. Come together and form one mass. So, I'm pretty sure that's not what happens. I'm pretty sure the soul retains. Based on what the Asians said, right? Because if the souls came together and became one mass, and then a new soul was kind of like formed out of that blob of souls, then we wouldn't be able to return back to our Asian or ancient forms by collecting the souls from the the reflections. What are they called? The shards? Whatever. Right? Because then they wouldn't. It just doesn't make sense. So they'd have to retain their uniqueness to do that, right? Right? In order for me to become whole, my soul cannot become another soul by fusing with other souls and then getting like two pieces of dough, right? The dough is the souls, and if I just mash them together and make big dough, but then I'm like, oh wait, I need to break them apart again. That would be the doughs are mixed. That's not the same. You can't go back. And that doesn't make sense with the, oh, if we make the star whole again, we are back to our original souls. That doesn't make sense.
Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form.
Oh. I'm sorry. I should have let you finish, my man. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted. That's on me.
Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
How? You should know about Asians if you're a scholar of knowledge. Like, if this is a school and you can't tell me that Charlian doesn't know about Asians. You cannot tell me that. That makes them very... Pretty much a lot of people know about Asians at this point. And you can't tell me no one in Charlian knows about Asians. Although, we have information about them that others may not, so never mind. Never mind. I don't know. Let me think about that. How much information is specifically ours? And not, like, just... No, I guess all of it, huh? Shit. Okay, you wouldn't know. Well, old man, you're wrong. Why is our mouth open like this? Stop looking like an idiot. We know! We know!
Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
We also know memories do stay on the soul. We do know that because of the final days being shown to people and people having feelings about it. If they didn't, people would not have emotions about how, like, remember that one guy, he cried on the first and he was just like, I feel like I've lost something. He wouldn't do that if he didn't have a memory etched on his soul about it. So, is that why we're staring at the paper?
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Thank you.
And I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Charlian, and
I'm
her
not a
network
crafter
of
on this one.
contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Okay. What the fuck, old man? What's that laugh about? Calm down. Okay. If you are... What was the sentence? You've been granted the run of Phenomenon. If you are game, she would put your artistry to good use, which means if you're a crafter. If you're down to clown, go be crafty. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the Forum's true motives, and the mysteries of life itself, for good measure. It's funny. I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted than before. I'm feeling his friendship and support will be a good boon to us in the days to come. And on that note, let us head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way you could better acquaint yourself with Aliafo, as the scholar suggested. While I share our findings to Raha. No, I'm not a crafter on this account, and I am not doing crafting on both accounts. Fuck that. Doing it once is already making me cry. One day I'll truly grind out crafting, but I gotta finish Endwalker, and I'm not even done with Shadowbringers on that account. Because I forgot to upload an episode, so I was gonna remake it with my Lalafell. And unfortunately, I haven't even gotten to what I need to for that. Oh hey, Stinian's here. He like fucked off for a while. Having spent most of my time in Thavnir, I've yet to fully grasp the lie of the land of Sharlayan. Even finding my way to the annex proved a challenge. Oh god, you're directionally challenged. Got it. Not voiced. You can kind of tell by the quality of the cutscene. Oh, welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studio proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked us that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa Laminza. Okay. So, the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem the way of things, the way of the winds are blowing. There you go. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan. But let us see what awaits us in Vilbran. Yeah, sounds good. It's been a while since we've been there. Let us start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Estinian? Hey. You're like the tallest guy here. Come on. Phew. I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain, though. Vitra and the alchemists at the Great Work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. You're not coming with? Or you're not coming with us? Oh, as much as I'd like to escape the Forum's watchful gaze, I've little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were to be found consorting with foreign powers, well, you could imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoiding ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya and the other allies. With luck, we'll soon have news on our own to share. The tides is about to turn. I can feel it. Limsa Liminsa. Got the music blaring in my ears. I can't hear myself talk. Is that just a whale? I'm pretty sure that's land, dude. What are you doing? Wait, could I just take a ship? I don't have a lot of tickets, and if I'm going to like Charlian and Verdun, I might just want to take a ship if it's like $100. Yeah, baby. Okay, we gotta go past the ward leave. $300 is cheaper. It's the same to get to Kugane, so that's fine. Can't really complain. Alright. Hopefully this is voiced. Wait, I'm sorry, what'd you say? 3 of the most powerful women in the world in one room? Do you need a moment to prepare, or shall I show you to them? Yeah, I guess they are! Wow, I was like, wait, who? And I was like, okay, obviously the Admiral. And then I was like, oh wait. So the Seed Seer and the Sultana. Girl boss! Oh, so it's just these 3? I'm glad I stopped to like read that because I was like, wait, what? Wonder who else is gonna be here. I do like that. It's just these 3? My apologies for calling you away from Charlian at such a short notice. On the contrary, we were honored and grateful and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. 'Twas only right that this decision be conducted in person. We were locked in war of attrition. Our forces struggled to contain the threat posed by the towers, It is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action. We have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn that we are in accord. But might I ask what the plan entails? It hinges entirely on the warding scales of your ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlian, the allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts, with no end in sight. To make matters worse, the surge of abductions of kobolds, Sahagin, Ixil, and Ananta have given rise to the increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph in Razad Han has given us a cause to hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace, and it is you, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telepheroi at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be the Ilzabad contingent. We're doing both. To think such progress has been made in so short of a span. Shortest span? What? Alpha, what? They're like, we're gonna fucking ruin some lives called fucking Telepheroi and some other bullshit. Look at them, they're so mad. The objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered, robbed of their free will, and they will serve the Telepheroi's every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict or conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I only ask that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality. For without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. And on that we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Ariange observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there is reason to believe that smaller spires that were merely a precursor to what is yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we failed to make any headway, though the same could be said of the Telepheroi. There's certainly in no rush to press further into our lands. I'd wager the spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Ystola's analysis of the towers, influence on ethereal currents. Based on her observations inside the Tower of Zot, the spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure that it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the larger spire in the capital. There's a logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Ilzabad contingent army. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Companies of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. Oh, sure. I didn't know I was the leader of the Science of the Seventh Dawn. That's stupid. We're not doing this for glory. We're not a bunch of fucking idiots. Revenge, what'd they do? Besides, okay, they did a lot, but like, did they kill our best friend? No, I've only said I wanted revenge once. The rest is kind of just like doing the right thing, so. The people of Garlemald. Going to put it better myself. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have already pledged their support and are on the way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive that you would come to the same decision that they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warding scales to Alamigo and the contingent will embark on its journey to Ilsabad. Rauban and Lord Emmerich are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Telepheroi will so much as draw steel. As for us, we will keep the enemy busy while you are gone. They're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Now go. Safe in the knowledge Eorzea will be as you left it, or better, upon your return. Let's go punch Xenos in the face. He's gonna get really horny. He's already horny though, so that's gonna be really weird. That's okay, I guess. Well, alright. Packing furs? Let's see. Oh, nope, not that. Oh, actually, hold on. Just don't have it. What am I doing? I want this. No, not that. I want this. Thank you. I could put my clothes on. I think we need a proper glam. Why am I doing this? Fuck that. Just go up the stairs. It's faster. It would have been faster if I didn't click on the person. Leave me alone. Got the gravel voice going on. Before we go to Alamigo, I will take a break though. I gotta get a drink and let the dog out. You know he's asleep, but I don't want him waking up in the middle of this. Okay. So, edit. This isn't the problem. Let's see if we have something. No, let's put all. Siege. We're going snow. No, let's just put a hat we can't wear. Perfect. No, let's just make it a hat we can't wear. This is my winter coat. Nope, that ain't it. Or it could be my, my sweater, but I just feel like that's not warm enough. We could just go get some gunmetal. Cherry pink, ruby red. Oh wow. No, we could just leave it. Um... Oh, that's bizarre. Nah, we could leave that too. We might actually end up just leaving it. I just want to see. I love doing my glams, so you know. Perfect. Oh, that might be better because it's like puffy. We could put it in like black. Maybe. As far as boots go, perfect. Hmm. You don't want metal in the cold because then it freezes you faster. We also want like some sort of boot, not like this, because we don't want it to be smooth. That would be fine. I'd be fine with this. I just don't have the dyes. I need white and black. Yeah, I know. I like that for snow though. I do. So let's go quickly buy some dyes. Oh no. How much can it be? It can't be that much. We're just gonna run to a crystal, a shard, because the board is not near here. Might have some in the chest, actually. It's funny that there's a company chest here. Let's see what we got. I think we actually do have them in the chest. Okay. Oh my god, we have so many. Okay. Just one, actually, thanks. Forgot that we collect dyes for a living. We are the dye hoarders over here. Look at this shit! None of these are repeating, are they? Grape and currant. God, they look the same. Those are repeating. That was stupid. Yeah, now I'm checking. Wait, careful. Guys, come on. I think we're good on that. Alright. That's not that bad. Now that I'm wasting time on my winter glam for Garlemald. Can't just wear the same outfit we wore in Ishgard. What are we, fucking losers who can't upgrade our own glams? Absolutely not. Besides, we got new shoes and shit. Boots. That looks good. Fuck. It's fine. Hold on. I have a way of doing this. Edit glam. Can I wish I could copy it. Oh no, that's terrible. That's fucking awful. Yeah, go back. Okay, never mind. This is fine. It's totally fine. I wonder if we can... Can we dye it? I don't need to go all the way to the thing. I can go in here and get it. Can we... My hair goes through that fucking jacket? Oh no. And it's not that bad as long as I'm not running. We can ignore it. Should be able to get it out of this company chest. Yeah. Right. Nope, it's just... Damn. Okay, well, it's fine. I'm gonna go dye it. I wanna look like how I wanna look. I don't wanna be looking at myself and be like, damn, I should've just done it while I was in town, you know? It's okay. I just kinda didn't think about it. Before we do that, I just want to check something. Doesn't matter. They're not... I mean, the brown is a kind of annoying, but... It's fine. See if I want to change my hair. I know I'm wasting a lot of time. Whatever. I'll rush to Garlemald right after this. After I perfect my hair. Oh my god, the fucking cowlick? I never actually put this on my bun yet. What is this one? That's actually, like, I'm not hating it. Like, I'm not in love with it, but I'm not hating it. You know? What I have right now. Am I... I could just cut it to my original hair, which is this one. My hair is just getting too long. Jesus. Well, too short. I know, baby. Doggo's gotta go outside. We're gonna do it after this, though. Okay. So this was the original hair I had when I started. This is like what I use when it gets too, like when I'm like, oh, it's been a while, it's probably gotten long. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Hmm. I'm kind of liking it. I don't know if I want to be pink or like darkish red. Let me see some facial expressions. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with it. I like that better. Maybe? Wait, too bright. Go with that. I don't want it to be regular pink. Let's refreshen it a little. I think we're good with that. Got the haircut. Floofed it off to the side, right? Fix the dye up. Yeah, we're good with this. And then, pay the money. Pay the man! You know? Baby boy, I'm gonna take you in a minute.
Uh-huh.
Looking at... I think I hate it! No, it's fine. We're gonna BRB though. Alright. Let's go to Garlemald. And our new spiffy... Wait a minute. Outfit. Alright. Got a drink. The dog went out. We are good to go for at least another hour. Which is probably where I'll call it. Where am I going? Keeping track of the level of the thing because there is like a cut between certain levels. Ah, the Wanderers return. You've been busy bringing down the tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Watching those warding scales of yours is what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Emmerich be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilsabard contingent. The very suggestion that we'd send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid onto the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Sadly not. Though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I've battles of my own to fight, and where words may serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Emmerich's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Ilsabard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Who dis? Daddy Gaius! Fuck yeah! Much has occurred since we parted ways in Willert. From what I gather, the protective talisman you obtained led the formation of this extraordinary force. My contribution to this occasion is but a minor one, and being the information I have shared with Maxima, for the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us? Strange. I thought you would have stake in this. I do. The Telepharoi have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mode of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and purging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel to Ilsabard with the Ilsabard contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of their former legatus and attempt to raise me in a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I'm branded a villain or hailed a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. Oh my god, we look so young! God, no, wait, we look baby in this haircut. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I want to see what it says. A fair point, but so long as you refrain from announcing your arrival to all and sundry, the average person should have no inkling to your identity. They just know you exist, they don't know who you are. Although your titles and deeds are common knowledge, only a select few would recognize you on sight alone. Perhaps one day they will learn of the Warrior of Light not as a demon to be feared, but as a man deserving of their trust. Maybe. In light of Gaius's rather unique circumstance, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two, and if I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you, all of you. Bye, Emmerich. Bye, Raubon. A present for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. I don't know why I did a shitty German accent. The other members of the Ilsabard contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform them of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you are ready. Yep, that's the fucking plan. Ah, the remaining scions. Let's go.
By the 12.
A few people we know. I didn't think you meant every goddamn
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald.
Hold up.
Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Okay, hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Sorry, I'm realizing what's happening here. Bard questline, Scholar questline right here, this little guy. I don't know, maybe Warrior and Rogue? I'm assuming White Mage. These are the Black Mages. Pippin and Lise. Who is this? Why is he like, oh, so hot in here. Fucking Gun, Machinist or Maximus, whatever you say it. Is that little bro dude? Who the fuck is this guy who's all like, ugh, so hot? He's pissing me off, honestly. I love how these guys are so fucking still. Dang, I did not expect to actually see job quest dudes. I love these two, by the way. I fucking adore them. I have a keychain with them on it. I also adore this man here. Glad to I mean, Hilda and Joy are not here, but that's fine. I don't see anyone from my quest lines. I skipped the dancer one, so I went no. I don't see the Gunblade man. I don't see the Red Mage man or lady, which is fine. I don't see the monk folk or the pugilist. I don't see, what else do I have? Sage? I don't see the sage people, which makes sense because they're Charlian, so they're not gonna be here. Yeah, like the ones I recognize are all from my Lalafell. And the Black Mage I did do on my bun, but ugh, fucking hate Black Mage. Fuck that shit. Anyway. That's cool.
Indeed, which is why
Lucia!
I'm glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia.
Lucia. Oh, Emmerich's so sad, I bet.
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
Oh my god. Oh, no, she's from the Monk. The one in the front was Monk. The ones in the back were for Lalafels. The ones in the back were Black Mage. But I do know one from the Bund. Yeah, she's Monk. Or Pugilist. She barely shows up in Monk.
Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must. I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
I love these two so much.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Oh.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked
Must be
Captain
Marauder.
Hilfrey to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
That's the scholar. That must be Marauder.
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it.
Although he
Give
is a
pile of
Marauder.
Scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy.
He's a Marauder that you take along in the scholar.
Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Terrapin and I will be leading from the front.
If anything happens to Pippin, I'm killing somebody. In real life. I'm going to Japan. I'm gonna look at Yoshi P straight there and be like, dead man. I'm kidding, I would never. But I do love Pippin. And if anything did happen to him, I will cry. I don't care if he doesn't get a lot of screen time. He deserves so much more. I love him!
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction.
Those two.
With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But
oops, I didn't mean to skip that.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Amonalane!
That's his name, Amonalane. I never know how to pronounce it. He likes to call us old boy.
Yes, Amonalane de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that.
Stop being a little bitch.
But should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing,
God damn it!
I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Amonalane, please. Go back to Ishgard. I can't deal with your ass right now. Go back to Ishgard! Seriously? I want my option here to be go back to Ishgard, you... Oh, you prat.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring-do.
I hate you. I hate you. Give me your asshole brother back.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand
If I have to pick one of you two.
Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Yes! Yes!
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely.
You guys are gonna freeze to death, Sadu.
Powers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. Now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy.
Okay, he's part of the Gunbreaker quest, so we do get some of them.
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
I thought he was part of the most recent shit in the Gunbreaker. He might have been. Yes, he is, because Thancred just smiled, and that's who taught Thancred.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius Bloody Balesar himself is working to help rebuild Wurlid, a nation he once conquered. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garland Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Oh my god, that's a lot of people. I kind of want to talk to them too. Okay. We're not going to do voices though, because fuck that. So... it looks like if we had done some of these quests, we would have been able to talk to them. Right? Like, I don't have Marauder, so I guess I can't talk to him. And I don't have Scholar, so I can't talk to him. And I don't have Bird, so I can't talk to them. Wait, but oh, but you're a leader? So I guess I could talk to you. I think that's how it goes, because, like, let me talk to Chuchito. I'm so glad I found you. I have for you a letter from Master Haman. Yeah, so it's, like, specific. Yeah. Let's read it together, shall we? Now, let's see here. I have every confidence that your fist shall bring the Telepharoi to their knees, and shall you espy any beautiful maidens thereabout, perhaps sing them my praises. Charming master. Well, more fool me for thinking the letter would contain something actually inspiring. Let's just, forget that this note exists, and focus on the battle ahead. Yeah, he was like a Master Roshi-esque dude. We came as quickly as we could, and if we follow your example and devastate the Telepharoi with the full extent of our powers. Worry not for your brothers. Your brother Boosie. I hate! Worry not for your brothers, Boosie. We will return soon enough. Don't say these words in my face. I hate. Until the Empire fell, Garleans were the only ones that were allowed to impose tariffs upon the sea. Weren't easy pickings, but I made myself pretty gill. Since they've been so generous to me and mine, perhaps it's time I returned the favor and gave a little something back. With so many people from so many places, I'm rather out of my element. Regardless, I'm a seed seer, and I will endeavor to acquit myself accordingly. Often has Father told me the struggles faced by Alamigo in the days of the occupation, and I too have crossed swords with the Empire on many occasions. Though Garlemald has long been our bitter enemy, her grace has elected to bolster the Ilsavar contingent with members of the Immortal Flames. As representatives of the Sultanate, we are one in our commitment to the cause. It seems so long ago that we were sailing across the Ruby Sea and charging about the Azim Steppe with Serena and the others. I'd say we've overdue another adventure. It brings me back memories to see so many familiar faces. We've been through so much together, good times and not so good. I expect Garlemald to be mostly the later, but I'd like to believe we'd look back on these days more fondly in the years to come. But for that to happen, we'll have to make it out alive. Don't die on me. You hear? I cast my lot with the populares to bridge the divide between Garlemald and her territories, and all may be united in the common cause. But we were disparaged by a radical element. Dissenters looking to destabilize the Empire from within. Many friends and even my parents perished in the unfortunate accidents. I too would surely have met the same fate had I not defected. Nonetheless, I still dream of equality and peace for us all. As the world itself stands on the brink of collapse, I hold out hope that one day the dream will become a reality. Well, if I had known what a social gathering this would have turned out to be, I would have dressed for the occasion. Still, this seems the perfect opportunity to mingle with other guests. Would I be correct in assuming those ladies over yonder are Serena and Sadu of the Steppe? Perhaps I should introduce myself, though I don't much like the look of that fellow with the enormous axe. Yeah? I've led troops into battles many times, but never with a unit of such diverse range of talents. While I've been briefed on their capabilities, I expect that you would provide additional insight for their strengths and weaknesses. I'd appreciate any advice you have. Okay. Before we get to the main party, let's go over here. With the Mole champions of the Nadam and the Dorthal having sent so many here, I had thought to defend the steppe in their absence. And I would have done so were it not for my stepbrothers. They urged me to grant our allies the sun's might, and his radiance may deliver them unto victory. Though I must tolerate the presence of the feral Dorthali dog. As first among my brothers, I could no less accept this challenge. My deeds will become the stuff of legends. There you go, buddy. This guy in the fucking background. I care not for the Iron Men or their troubles. It is destiny of the weak to die in ignominy. Even so, I will do as I have agreed. I volunteered to join the band of Serena's at Serena's request, and if she thinks I'm worthy of the cause, then that's reason enough. Although we hail from different tribes, our bond has grown strong of late. She is much better company on the hunt than any other oafish men could dream to be. I'm glad to see you well, Mivlo. Grandmother was worried for you. The night I agreed to come hither and join the contingent, the gods sent her a strange dream, 2 suns, one burning red and the other frozen black. Closer they circled and closer and closer, and as they danced, the world fell into ruin. In blinding chaos, she spied blackened silhouettes and knew that at once that one was yours. Yet, we knew not how to interpret this dream, save for the sign of the great danger awaits. But whatever lies ahead, I will walk with you, traveler. Radovin's student. I hear a certain student of my own. I heard from a certain student of my own you've been kept rather busy of late. You might be wondering why the Bazin would want to aid the Garleans. It's simple. I'm a gunbreaker, and it's my duty to defend. The way I see it, the civilians of the capital are in need of protection, and that's what I'll do. Okay. I've close ties with the... I've close ties with the Scouts of the Eastern Alliance and various resistance groups, and they're an absolute joy to work with. I have close ties. Blessed are we to have made countless steadfast allies over our journey's course. Indeed, we are joined today by many new acquaintances who in time shall we call to our comrades and mayhap friends. God, Urianger, shut up. I was half expecting to find the man who taught me red magic amongst our number, but he's nowhere to be seen. I suppose he's had his own share of unpleasant experiences with the Empire, but so have we all. Perhaps there's some other reason. Well, in any case, I have a feeling I'll see him again once this is all over. I'm sure he'll be pleasantly surprised to see how much my swordplay has improved since we've last met. Are we talking about the same person? This is extraordinary. To be in such company of the finest of our allies. The finest our allies have to offer. With companies such as these... With comrades such as these, we are bound to succeed, I'm certain of it. So Lucia is in command. Regardless of her background, she's a temple knight through and through. I dare say her Garlean roots are all the more reason for her to lead this mission. Yep. We've been a part of the joint military operations like this before and within greater numbers. But for some reason this feels a little different from previous experiences. Despite having shared little more than introductions, there is already a palpable sense of camaraderie. Yeah, that's everyone. Okay, now let's actually get on to the plot. Jesus, that took like forever. Besides the delegates assembled here, the Almalja and several other tribes offered to send troops of their own. Unfortunately, due to their physiology, many would struggle simply to survive in the harsh climate of Ilsabad. They would also be likely prove targets for abduction by the Telepheroi. All things considered, they can better aid the cause by bolstering our defenses in Eorzea, though their eagerness to do more has been noted. We few shall have to suffice. Ere we embark, we must distribute the warding scales to our comrades. Care to do the honors? Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Warding scales for the Ishgardian delegation. I'll take it. Many thanks. These talismans may prove to be the deciding factor in the battles to come. I find myself conflicted by the foray into Garlemald, sent by the Empire to infiltrate Ishgard, only to throw in my lot with those whose secrets I was supposed to be stealing. And now I lead the mission to save the countrymen I betrayed. But that is doubtless why I was chosen by Lord Emmerich. He would have me put my extensive knowledge in the former ties to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Ishgard, Garlemald, and the world at large, I will lead us to victory. Is that set of warding scales I spy? Not that I would know what they look like. That was not her voice at all. Wow, look at these! Even a layman like me can tell that they're bursting with ether. All the better to fend off tempering waves? Is that the right term? Anyway, these will give us one less thing to worry about, which just leaves the other mountain of whatever else is waiting for us in Garlemald. Only one way to find out, eh? And nervous or not, I'd march through all 7 hells if it gave me a chance to put Xenos back in the grave where he belongs. You know he can't be killed, right? He's literally... We would have to fucking... We have to absorb his soul. Hey, you got something for us? Yeah, take your goddamn scales, bitch. Them scales everyone's been talking about. Pretty little things, aren't they? Reckon they'll be worth a gill or two when this is all over. We'll hold on to them for now. And one more thing. I know what you're thinking. Why didn't they send who? Fuck if I know. All that Admiral and Captain Harford told me was they needed someone to help safeguard the future. And here I am. I'd say they haven't got a sense of humor. Of course, some of you might be wondering what good is a pirate on dry land in the middle of the sodden snow of all places. Well, me and my crew will do whatever it needs doing. So let's set sail, or however saying goes in airships. Yes. Oop. Thank you. Ow. So these are the famed warding scales. Enough for me and my men, I see. Under normal circumstances, I would not be allowed to travel outside of the Twelves Wood. The Elder Seedseer, however, has granted me a special permission. He has bid me lend my magics to the people of Garlemald while learning all I can in their ways. In so doing, I will come closer to understanding myself the place in the world, or so she says. I say it's past time that our allies benefited from the power of the Seedseer's disposal. Some bemoan that we hide our light under the bushel, and I intend to address that criticism. Nice. We heard it would be cold in Garlemald, so we came prepared. Oh, the talisman! We were to keep these close at all times, yes? I will see that no one misplaces theirs. Oh, and before I forget, I have a message from Hien. In distant lands, in times of strife, together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. I hope I've done his words justice. Doma, like much of Othard, has been plagued by the towers. Yet, while he cannot be here, he wished to express his shared conviction. Hien and Yugiri labor without rest to unite the people, and with their aid, will keep the enemy at bay. And we of the Steppe in the Eastern Alliance will repay their efforts by ending this war. Oh, I missed you. Do you have a warding scale for me too? I do. Thank you for this, and for going to such incredible lengths for my sake, for the sake of my people. Though I have little to offer in return, I would impart some advice, if I may. You have been told by many to wear the coat of Isambard, and I cannot stress enough that this is no token warning. I will be distributing special-made warming tin. Hey, wait, I just prepared my clothes! Courtesy of the Alchemist Guild, but understand that there is no substitute for proper protection. I leave the provisioning of said protection to your discretion. Now let us proceed to Adamigan Quarter. While you make your final preparations, I will have pilots ready for the airships. I spent all this time to get winter clothes. This is our last chance before we make ready. To make ready before we set forth. You needn't worry about Urianger and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. Estinian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, and since he spent a fair time up north recently as well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing the Grand Company's stock. The rest of you could do likewise. I suppose provide that you're not overly concerned with style. Not to put too fine of a point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If only I had time to find something of my liking. Hark, is that the cry of the Scions in need of a tailor I hear? Who's that? Is it Tataru? But how? I have my ways. Oh, yes, indeed. Hardly stop, please. You thought you could sneak off to Ilsabard without telling me. Huh, nothing escapes my notice. Now, you will wear these garments I've made for you whether you like it or not. You never cease to amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. In all of the name of fashion. Rather, the pursuit of the high— She's a fucking glamour hoe, and I can appreciate that. Join the thoughts, let's go. Pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? Oh, I did have one more thing to share. These guys, I'm not saying those names, have finally returned from their assignment in faraway lands. They're staying in the Rising Stones for a while, to keep an eye on events throughout Eorzea. Since they'll be running things back to headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Charlian? Oh, why not? You can keep Kryl company in the Baldessian Annex. Yes, we'd love to have you there. And I heard that these people did a fine job carrying on in our stead while we were lying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stones, we have nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Also, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again because of a certain someone who shall remain nameless isn't in position to transfer your souls to another world, if anything similarly disastrous were to happen, I would be positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of and then I'll make my way to Charlian. I really do hope that these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you, other than pray for your safe return, which I will, every day. Let's not keep the contingent waiting any longer. I just put my clothes together and then they give me winter clothes. That's fine though, I guess. Here's your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly. Okay. Okay, I guess it's just in my armory? I mean, I like that jacket too, and it's gonna match what we're wearing, so that's fine. I just wasted dye is all. It's a level 1. I have to glam this is the... Can I... I guess I'm just gonna play Red Mage for the rest of my life to do this. Oh my god, my dog. Please stop. I'm told the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Oh, there he is. Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? Oh shit, this is the instance? This is the instance, huh? It's an honor to finally meet you. We of the Garland Ironworks will be ferrying you in the contingent, blah blah blah. For many of us, it will be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of the expedition. Our resources are at your disposal, and if there is any aught we might do to be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. You're ready to depart. Several cutscenes in sequence, and it's 11 p.m. Nah. Leave. Let's do this next time, next week, right? We're already at 4 hours. It's 11 p.m. We got a lot done, a lot of exciting stuff. We got a new jacket, even though I wasted dye on another jacket. That's okay. This jacket looks a lot warmer. Anyways, look how long it is. We got a new hair. I don't know what's going on with that. My dog is whining. We look like, I look like a lesbian. Sorry. Wait a minute. Might change my hair back. I don't know. I'm not really, I'm sold on it, but also not sold on it. A lot of the cutscenes are from like this side, and I'm like, bro, this is the side you see my eyeballs on. I don't know. We'll figure it out before we go on the next one. But yeah, we're gonna stop here because I don't know. That could be like another hour. I got other things to do. My dog is whining so much, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You're so upset. Anyways, tomorrow we'll be playing Road 96. Hopefully, be finishing it. I don't know how much more I have. I know I have like 3 more routes, I think, or 2 more routes. I can't remember. But I don't know if there's more after that. So, but yeah, I will see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye, everyone.